Hi, guys. Okay, I need to get situated here. I'm going to start the night off right. What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm like 2 minutes late. Hello. Hold on, let me post. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't been alive in so long. This feels weird. Hi, Jess. Oh my God, I have so much to talk about tonight. This was way overdue. Here's everybody. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling? How's your summer going so far? It's almost over. What the hell? Hi. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know where you're located. It's very bright. Oh my God, you got a dog. I feel like everybody I know bought a dog or like adopted a dog in the past few months. What kind of dog did you get, Dama? Let me share that I'm live. Hi, guys. NYC, Vegas, Florida. A lot of Vegas. I literally cannot even imagine how it is like out there right now. Hi, guys. Oh, New Jersey fam, Los Angeles. I was trying to see. I feel like I haven't done a live since like April or May, maybe. I know I was doing them like every other week when like all of this stuff first started happening, but it was way overdue. I've wanted to do a live for like the last few weeks, but there's been a lot like going on behind the scenes. I've sort of like been waiting for some things to kind of like unfold so that I could give like one big update for everybody. So that's kind of like what the game plan is for tonight. I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to join before I like jump right into things. Is anyone having a drink? I broke out the White Claw tonight. But we're going to kick off Thirsty Thursday, right, you guys? All right, let me share this. Cheers if you guys are drinking right now. No beatbox tonight. Red wine, yum. Awesome. Are you guys watching any live streams this weekend? I know there's the Seven Lions one at the Gorge with Insomniac that I'm really excited for. I think they filmed that today and yesterday possibly, so I'm super hyped for that. And I forget what else is this weekend. Let me know. Are there any other live streams that I can't think of right now? I feel like I've been slacking on the live streams. I was watching some of the hard like barbecue they had this past weekend. I was catching up on people's sets and they were like really good so far. Awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast as well. I'm going to be chatting about that a little bit tonight. I want to start off by like telling you guys some like general life updates of like shit that's been going on. I said it on the podcast this week, but like last week was one of the craziest, like one of the most stressful weeks of like quarantine for me so far because there was just like so much shit that went on and the power went out in our apartment. So that was like just a lot of things were happening at the same time. I'm sure you guys can like relate to that feeling. But now like you just got to like count your blessings and like be grateful for everything that is going right. And there's so many really exciting things happening too. So I kind of felt like last week was like one of those moments that I kept thinking in my head, like, if I can get through this, we're going to come out of this on the other side. And like, it's just going to be all uphill from here. And that's kind of like how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, but I think some of you guys know I like had a COVID scare. I tested positive, which was a complete and utter shock to me. And I like did not understand how that was possible because I like barely had any symptoms. And that was just like the most stressful thing ever. I don't think people tell you, like, obviously if you are sick, that's one thing because you actually have physical symptoms. And like, I can't even imagine like going through that and like what that feels like just for your body. But like, honestly, one of the worst parts was just telling everybody because people panic. And so it was really hard, like Brian telling his coworkers and like him dealing with his whole work situation, then telling friends, and like they have events and certain things and people they interacted with, and everyone just starts panicking. And I was just sitting there like, I have no answers. Like, I haven't had any symptoms. So it's just, it's a crazy experience. So that was really stressful. And then our power went out in the apartment. And so I wanted to go to my parents' house to like charge our electronics and get some work done. And I was like, I can't go see my parents now because like, I don't want to get them sick or anything like that. So yeah, very, very stressful, but luckily everybody's okay. It was a false positive. The doctor called me 2 days later and was like, we messed up, but it was actually like an issue with the lab results or something like that. So a couple people reached out to me saying they had similar situations, that they were like a false positive, which I didn't even know that was like commonly happening to people, but glad we're healthy. Like, everything's fine with that. Cheers to that. Thanks, guys. Oh, I did want to ask you guys, did any of you get EDC Las Vegas tickets? Let me know if you picked some up or if you rolled some over or you got a refund. Like, I'm very curious to see what the general consensus is here. And then I'm going to share that I'm live on YouTube. First year VIP. I was so close to buying VIP tickets. You guys have no idea. Our friend, my like group, we were like, let's just send it, because the deposit deal is such a good deal. Like, to pay $10 and then like go into a payment plan as like the way to do it, unless you have the money up front. But I haven't joined the wait list either. I'm honestly just like winging it. Like, I feel like by next year there's usually a way to like get on a wait list, or you'll know somebody who's selling a ticket or something like that. So I'm gonna hold off on making any decisions, but so crazy. You guys rolled yours over. VIP. Was anyone doing an RV? Artist pass, very nice. Rolled over. You know, I really wanted to camp, to be honest with you, but like we were pretty torn about it because we were supposed to go for my like best friend's bachelorette party, and like she's not into the camping thing at all, and like obviously we love being on the strip. So that's our idea right now. But say EDC doesn't happen in May, and say EDC happens like later in the year, then our group might change. And so I really don't know. Camping is pretty alluring to me though, to be honest with you guys. Oh, I wanted to post this. I'm going to be working on another like an updated EDC Q&A, because like some of my Q&As are like from last year, and obviously the situation is very different now. So I have a post on my Instagram stories and on Twitter, and I think I put one on my YouTube community board. So if you guys have any like new EDC questions, or if it's your first time and you're just like curious about a particular topic, let me know. And I'm going to do like a whole new Q&A and answer questions to the best of my abilities. Daisy said, since Pasquale was trying to implement testing so that EDC happens, but there wasn't enough time, do you think it'll happen in May since they have a lot of time to do it? Hi, Aid. Yeah, honestly, like seeing how much effort they put into trying to have the festival this year in the middle of a pandemic, I kind of have like no doubt in my mind that this gives them enough time to figure out a way to make it happen in May. But I really just think it depends. Like, who freaking knows? But just like at how seriously they were taking it, it's definitely possible. I'm taking a picture for Instagram stories, you guys. So everybody smile. I'm just kidding. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. That looks fucking atrocious. It's gonna be magical though. I don't want to miss it because like I can't even imagine going like after all of this, and to return to EDC of all things. And like they were going to have that house stage for the first time. It's the 25th anniversary. Yes, Chris. 100%. There's just so many like alluring things about it, but I feel that way about a lot of festivals next year. I like really want to send it to Tomorrowland as well, to be honest with all of you guys. I know I like look like a serial killer in this, but it's okay. Oops. Were there any people in particular that you guys were like excited to see at EDC? Because at least we had the lineup announced, and I wonder like how many people will carry over from that, and how many people will stay on the lineup and go. And like, it's just like it's so bittersweet. But I feel like a lot of festivals are going to keep the same things in place. I think Imagine Music Festival, I heard rumors that it was their lineup for this year, and they're just pushing it to the next year. But who knows? The Imagine lineup was like fire as well. Okay. Come join me on YouTube. I hope you guys have been like enjoying all the videos lately and everything. I've been trying to like think really hard about like my content and what I want to do moving forward. And like I'm putting a lot of effort into the podcast and like booking guests for that and like growing everything, which is really exciting. But I also like really just want to keep making videos for like the EDM community and ravers and things like that, especially throughout this time. So I hope you guys are enjoying them and the content. I really loved working on the former emo kid video. That was particularly special in my heart. Hi, Little. I'm doing well. Thank you guys for asking. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Ooh, slander back to back, said this guy. Yeah, that's amazing. There's so many people. The response to that video was crazy. Like, I think there are a lot of people that are around our age who were like not even former. Like, I still like to listen to pop punk every now and then, but kids who were like, you know, in the MySpace days were really into punk music or alternative and kind of just grew into the more rave scene and like got into that. It just seems to be a common trend. And I think you can see that with a lot of artists you guys probably listen to, especially in the bass music community. A lot of them like incorporate alternative artists and sounds like into their sets and into their songs as well, or they do collaborations. Okay, I'm literally, it's taking me a fucking year to post this. All right, okay, so I want to get into some of the big announcements because one thing that has been literally in the background since like June 2nd, I mentioned on my channel a while ago that Brian and I were house hunting, and our apartment is up September 30th, and we like very quickly knew once like all this was happening that we wanted to find a house because this is like, what else are we going to do at this time right now? And we've been really good about saving. So we bought a house, which is very exciting. And it's really weird to say that. But yeah, I haven't wanted to say, like, even now, like, knock on wood, I'm so paranoid about it. I like didn't want to say anything about it until it was like more closely a done deal. We're supposed to close in 2 weeks, so it's not like officially closed, but we're almost there. Thank you guys. We did not pick the easiest house. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it was just such a process. We had looked very briefly, like honestly, it might have been like the 4th house we had seen. And I found it on a whim. Like, we were going to see another house that Brian like was sold on and I was not. And I found this other house in a different town. And I was like, can we really quickly stop at the second one? Like, let's just check it out. So we go to the first one and ended up hating it in person. And then luckily swung by this other one that I found and walked through it. And Brian and I were both like, this is exactly what we're looking for. It's like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. In a great town, and it's got a lot of land, and the taxes are good. And so like, this is the most adult thing I've ever done. Thank you guys. I couldn't wait to tell everybody, but no, there was like all this back and forth because like there wasn't an issue with the house, but there was something we had to agree on. And like, you would be surprised between lawyers and like holidays and things like that, how much shit gets pushed back and like how much time passes. So now we're literally mid-August and still haven't closed on this house. So it was like in the behind the scenes, you guys, that I had so many moments of like being in tears, thinking we weren't going to get it. And yeah, like phone calls with lawyers and like all this stuff like very quickly became so real. So like they tell you buying a house is one of the most stressful things you're going to do in your life, and like they're not fucking lying. But we're almost done. There will be house tours. Like I'm going to have my own home office, which is like something I've been so excited about. Like I have all the furniture picked out. I want it to be like my safe space, my filming space, my boss ass bitch work office. Like, so all the decor, and like as I build that, of course I want like some sort of rave den party situation. So yeah, there's going to be so many cool like at home decor videos and shit, which I know like isn't really my channel, but I'm going to throw it in with my other videos. And the thing I'm most excited about is that I can finally shuffle, because right now I have a downstairs neighbor and I don't really want to disturb her, you know what I'm saying? So now I can like shuffle in the driveway or in the garage, and I like just can't wait to film those videos and just like practice and get good at that. So that's the first big announcement, which is so exciting, and we can't wait. And like, if any of you guys have bought a house, like you'll have to let me know how it went and everything. Like we actually don't really have like any, it's pretty move-in ready. We just have to do one bathroom, which is up Brian's alley. So he's going to be doing that. But yeah, we should move in September. So September is just going to be like a clusterfuck, but it'll be fine. I'm very excited. And that's why like when the power went out last weekend, and even now, I love this apartment. We've been here for 2 years, but I'm so ready to be in a house now. So it's like so exciting, and I'm like about to drop a whole lot of money in about 2 weeks. That's the most I've ever spent in my life. But anyway, so thank you guys. You guys are so supportive. I like couldn't wait to tell you all, but I just wanted to wait until it was like pretty final that it was happening. And it actually is crazy, because if any of you guys like are thinking about buying or like just looking, the housing market is insane right now, especially in New Jersey, because a lot of people are moving out of the city and it's summer. So it's just been a whole stressful process, because we went to look at one house that we thought we really liked, and we kind of jumped the gun, and there were 5 other people waiting to go in and see the house, because with COVID you could only go in one person at a time. Like you couldn't do a normal open house. And Brian and I were like, this is the most stressful thing ever. You feel like pressured to buy something because there's so many other people who are ready to like snap it up. So that was like a whole fucking thing. Do we think I'll make any shuffle tutorials? I think so. I really have slacked on shuffling content. One, because like I'm not insecure about it, but I do not claim to be an expert at shuffling at all. And I just love it. I've gotten better at it over the years, but I'm out of practice. And like anything, you have to practice to get better. You have to watch other people's videos and learn new moves and start to incorporate them. So I've just had this like itch that I want to like shuffle, and I really, really just want to like have the space to do it. So I'll probably do a lot of like short videos on Instagram and things like that. And then as I pick up moves, I'm happy to post longer form shuffling videos, but I want to practice a little bit first. That was like the biggest thing I think I wanted to say. The other thing like we obviously have going on is our wedding. Like figuring out what the fuck we're gonna do with that. If anybody's planning a wedding during COVID, let me know how you're doing with it. We really are not doing anything like until this house situation was done. That was our like, not our rule, but we were just saying until this is all sorted, until we move, like let's focus on one thing at a time. So once we're moved in and it's in September, we're going to start the wedding planning process. We just finished our wedding guest list this week, which was fun to put together, to say the least. And next steps with that will be looking at venues, which is like what I'm really excited to do. But again, with COVID, it's kind of like hard. Some of the venues I want to see are not even open right now. Anyway, but you guys will have to let me know like what you want to see of both of those things. Like how much you want to see of like the house stuff, if you're even interested in that. How much do you want to see of like the wedding planning and that kind of stuff? Because I fully am aware that my channel is EDM and festival related. So yeah, so I definitely need to like figure that out. But my top is from Etsy. I bought this a long time ago. Let's see. Does my house have a pool? It does not have a pool. We thought about putting one in, but one thing at a time. Yeah, Jess, I still have to watch your garage video. Ooh, congrats, Tammy. Oh, that's so awesome. I did. I wore this to Imagine. My fun little tie-dye top. Yeah, I think as far as like the wedding planning, I don't think I'm going to show too much. I'll show more of the house stuff, I think. But anyway, you guys, I have a very exciting announcement I'm like I'm working my way into. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Rave Culture Cast and just like get your guys' feedback on that. I hope you're enjoying the episodes that have been coming out. I literally just recorded one right before this, which was like your craziest festival stories, which was so much fun to read your stories. Like you guys send in the funniest shit ever. And it's the best. It's the best, like reliving memories and things like that. And I'm not really doing like solo episodes anymore. All of them coming out recently and coming up are like interviews. And I think that's the way I'm leaning with the podcast because I just really enjoy having other people on and it's more fun, like bouncing off somebody else's energy. But I want to be like I'm very particular about who I have on, and I want it to be a range of people with like a various like backgrounds, and I want them to bring different things to the table, and I want you guys to be excited about who's coming on so that you want to listen to it. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do too many more solo episodes in the future. Like here and there, I think I'll throw them in because they're fun to read your stories, but I'm definitely going to do more interviews, hopefully more artists. I have one artist right now, and then I have some other cool like companies and things like that coming up, but I'm so excited. I interviewed one of my favorite YouTubers, which will be coming out, I think, in 2 weeks, and that was like a come to Jesus moment for me. I literally pinched myself. I could not believe it was happening, so that was really fucking exciting. Oh, I'm so glad. I could definitely make another channel. I know I've definitely thought about that in the past. But yeah, so I wanted to say thank you guys for supporting all of that and supporting the podcast, because there definitely was a time when, like, right when COVID hit, like in the middle of the pandemic, like in mid-March and end of March, where like shit hit the fan and obviously everybody's routines were off, and like I wasn't listening to podcasts as much because I wasn't commuting to work. I need to take a drink. Okay. And I was going to say, it can get really stressful because I saw my analytics kind of plummet, and that was like really stressful because everyone's jobs change and things like that. And I was like, shit, are people going to be interested in this stuff anymore because we don't have festivals? And I think we're coming out of that now. Like, it's very clear the community is still here and alive and well. Like, you guys are incredible. The live streams have been incredible. This EDM community in general, which is why I love it so much, clearly is stronger than it ever has been. And it's going to be even more amazing when it comes back. But needless to say, like, I had some moments of doubt, and I just pushed through them because I kept saying, like, I really, really love doing this. And I'm going to keep working on the podcast until people don't listen anymore. But it was scary, and things are starting to like get back to where they were before COVID, but it's been like an uphill battle trying to get back to where it was going. So that's like kind of what's been going on behind the scenes. But when you just enjoy doing something and it's your hobby and it's your passion, you kind of figure out a way to do it. So thank you guys so much for listening and supporting that and streaming it wherever and sending it to your friends and joining the Facebook group. Like, all that shit matters so much. And I have so many plans for the future to bring you guys more content. So especially when events come back. Like, guys, can you imagine what the first meetup is going to be like? Like, I actually cannot fucking wait. It makes me like want to cry thinking about hugging everybody again. Oh my God. What other podcasts do you guys listen to, though? I'm very curious. Like, do you listen to anything, like any category? What do you listen to? I'm very curious what your other interests and stuff are. Because I've been into Call Her Daddy lately. I listen to the Boss Babe I listen to a lot of female entrepreneur podcasts lately, and I listen to a lot of like dating and funny ones. History Hyenas, Girls Gotta Eat. Yep, those are all great ones. True Crime Obsessed. That's a good one if you love true crime. Sorry, I'm going to get through all your questions too. I don't want to miss anything. Joe Rogan. Yeah, I watched Joe Rogan. I never listened to him. I always watch him. Well, maybe he is he only on YouTube? I know he signed the Spotify deal, which is like crazy. Lorena, random question, but has UK Rave TikTok found you on there yet? I have no idea. I don't think so. I did see the Izu thing that's coming Labor Day. I'm very excited. I knew they were going to do something, but I think it was like they're doing something with Sirius, right? Hi, Disco Godfathers. They were awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I can't wait to meet you guys in person as well. That's the crazy thing. I feel like I'm doing all these interviews and meeting all these ravers and stuff in the community and meeting you guys, but actually like seeing you in real life is going to be really cool. Oh, awesome. Okay, I've got some good recommendations here. So this all brings me to my next point. The Izu thing is Labor Day weekend. Okay. So this is actually going to be the first place. Why do my eyes look watery? What the fuck? This is going to be the first place I'm talking about this. And then I just reported about it on the podcast on Wednesday. And other than that, anything like Rave Culture Cast related, I've sort of decided that the Facebook group is going to be like the place to hear about those announcements, because that's like the core fam. You know what I mean? Like if you join that community, I just feel like you're really, really dedicated, and that's where like we can interact the most, specifically like about the podcast and stuff. So any like announcements about it or like exciting things coming out, I'm going to post there first. But YouTube fam, you're my core, and I love all of you the most. So I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? So basically the last, I don't even know how long, year? I don't even know when I first thought about this, but I have wanted to do a merch line for a very, very long time. And it just was something always in the back of my head, because I'm a one-woman show and there's only so many things I can handle on my plate at one time. So I kept saying to myself, like, I really want to do a merch line, but I just don't have the time for it. I don't know what I would want to do, all this stuff. So I finally, like with everything happening with Rave Culture, I was like, I want a Rave Culture Cast merch line. And I've talked to you guys about it. I've put feelers out there. I mentioned it on our Zoom call. And I asked you what you would want, what clothing items, what accessories, like all that stuff. So basically, probably since like May, June, I started like searching for what like services and how I would distribute it, what platforms I should use. Like started all the research. So we're coming out with a Rave Culture Cast merch line, bitches. I'm so excited. Yeah, so this is going to be the first launch. This is kind of like the core collection. It emphasizes obviously the logo. I wanted to keep it super clean because I really love my logo and the font of it. And so yeah, so I've been just like figuring out what I want to offer, what materials. I've been ordering things, like feeling them in person and things like that. So we're pretty much almost there. I have the first item here. I don't have any of the other items. I'm so sorry, but you guys will see them. So I have my little shirt here. So this is a men's large, I think. I got this for Brian. This is the comfort t-shirt, but essentially it's our beautiful logo, and it's like a really nice aqua color, or kind of like a sea foamy green. And it's a really, really cozy t-shirt. So this is Brian's, but I'm so excited. So we're finally going to have merch to rep. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm waiting for the clothing items to come in my size so I can start wearing them and like teasing them a little bit. But I just feel like this podcast is my baby. Like, I love it so much. And I really just wanted, like, I can't even imagine seeing you guys in person, like at an event or at a festival wearing a Rave Culture Cast shirt or a hat or something like that. I will fucking die. So anyway, it just took me a while to like figure out what I want to offer and how I want the logo to look and everything like that. So essentially what the collection is going to be, it's a men's t-shirt, comfort t-shirt, a women's comfort t-shirt, men's tank top, women's like looser fitting tank top, a long sleeve, my favorite. I love long sleeves. I live in long sleeves because I'm always cold. So we got a long sleeve, we got a sweatshirt. What is that, the clothing items? I think that's the clothing items. We have a hat, a dad hat, a beanie, stickers, and I think, and maybe a face mask. I'm waiting for the face mask to come in person to see if I like it or not. But that's everything. I'm so excited. And so like the logo, it'll vary. Like I have the logo across the chest. Some of them I have it like on your heart, a little bit smaller. I'm the most excited about the hat and the beanie because I'm a basic bitch and I love wearing dad hats with just logos on them. So those are like stitched. So I haven't seen most of the items in person yet, but I felt like I'm far enough along to tell you guys where we're at with everything and that it's coming. So I'm really hoping for a September launch. But again, I want to make sure everything is perfect. I like the materials. I like the placement. And when we're ready to go, you will all know about it immediately. But I want to photograph everything. I want to do like a whole launch video. And now it's out there in the world. I'm so freaking excited. This seriously is like warming my heart so much. I can't even believe this shit. You guys are gonna make me cry. I really hope you love it. Like I have some of the initial stuff I ordered, but I didn't like the color. The color came out wrong. And so I reordered a second order of everything, and this is the first thing that came out right, and it finally printed like high quality. So, but yeah, the hoodie was super comfortable. The long sleeve, I ended up doing more of like a premium, like a comfort long sleeve. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, and I just like cannot wait to see the hat and the beanie and stuff and the stickers. I ordered the stickers. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on everything. And yeah, so just don't have the launch day yet, but I'm really, really hoping for September. So those are my two big things. It's like I'm going to be moving very, very soon and dealing with the move and dealing with the merch launch. And those have been like my laser focus amongst a million other things going on. But like those have been the two things that have like been consuming my mind so much. And if this goes well, maybe we'll have more merch in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But I've been busy. I'm so glad you guys are excited. I was just like, I hope everybody like would want this or like would want to rock it and everything. But it's actually, so the service is something that you can like actually order online and it will like ship it to you and handle all of that. So I wasn't like going to be bulk ordering things and mailing them out myself. I just didn't think I'd be able to handle that. So I'm excited that I found a platform that a lot of other like YouTubers and creators use. So that's going to be cool. But yeah, you guys, I can't wait to see what you like. Like I'm curious to see what clothing items or accessories people purchase the most, just to see, like, get a feeling for what people are into. But the women's tank top was extremely comfortable, and I really liked that. So I'm excited about that piece as well. But yeah, you guys, I did do a merch reveal, Damien. Yeah, for anybody who missed it. This is just the men's comfort tee, but we're having merch, baby. I'm so pumped. Okay, so those are my main announcements, but I hope you guys know, like, this stuff has been keeping me so busy during quarantine, and like I feel like I'm sure some of you guys can relate, where some people felt really unproductive and just not sure what to do, which I definitely had days like that. And then I had other days where I just like threw myself into work and have been hyper focused on shit. And that's kind of like the mode I'm in right now. But yeah. There is a face mask. I ordered it. I just want to see it in person to make sure that I like the mask and that it prints okay. So I'm waiting to see that. And like I said, I want to see the hat and the beanie in person to make sure that those are good as well. Those, the hat and the beanie are the only two that the logo is going to be in white, because the way it's stitched, you could only pick a certain amount of colors for the stitching to be. So it's going to be nice, crisp white on black. And that's the other thing. I think I might have said that, but the whole collection is all black, which I love black, love wearing black. But again, in the future, that doesn't mean that other colors won't happen and stuff. It's just the logo pops the most on a black background. So we'll have, hopefully you guys like black. My base heads will be a fan. I know, I'm waiting for the other stuff to get printed to come in so that I can show you more, but definitely stay tuned. And we'll see, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, have you guys been buying merch and things like that? Like, as far as other collections, like my friend Ashley Gauthier just launched a clothing company called So Butterfly Clothing, which is impeccable. Like, it's amazing. She's doing like handmade, hand dyed, like everything is so cool. And it's different artist names and like different rave and festival merch. And she just did such an incredible job with that. And I feel like right now I'd rather be purchasing stuff like that that's like streetwear and loungewear. I still am buying festival outfits because I do want to support like all of these small businesses. But I think it's nice to have the option to buy more like regular everyday clothes right now. So I'm curious like how you guys feel about that, because there are so many really cool companies that are making more like streetwear, ravewear and things like that. But the possibilities are endless. I really never thought I'd be into doing clothing or anything like that, but I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I'm having a lot of fun just like coming up with designs and stuff. So I don't know, maybe in the future we'll have some more stuff. Black is good. Okay, glad you guys like black. I would love to see tie-dye. I know tie-dye is huge right now. Trust me. Like, I was thinking about that. I was like, fuck, should I just order a whole batch and tie-dye things myself? But I think I'm going to go this route. And like, if you guys do crazy bleach things or like however you do it, I'm like very curious to see you get creative or like crop things, all that fun stuff. I've bought merch at festivals. Do I have it? Oh yeah. My little Ever After bucket hat. This is my only bucket hat ever after. I bought this at the festival and it was like a lifesaver, and it's black on one side. It's reversible. Oh, we should get bucket hats. I'll have to see if I can get bucket hats. But other than that, I don't really buy clothing at festivals because unless I have like a locker or someplace to put it. I bought the blanket at EDC Las Vegas last year when it was literally like 30 degrees at nighttime. Does anyone remember that? So I have the plush blanket inside. That was an actual lifesaver. What about you guys? Do you have you bought merch at festivals in the past? The Electric Forest merch is cool. I don't know. Is anyone else like this? I'm being really weird, but I don't want to buy Electric Forest merch until I attend the festival because I feel like I'm a fake or I feel like I'm a poser, which I know is not true. I'm going to attend it next year, but it's not special to me yet until I've attended the festival. So after I go to Forest, I'm going to buy some EF merch. That's true. Yeah. I bought the Insomniac. I bought the, I don't know if you've seen it. It's like black and white tie dye and it has a little eye guy in the back of it. It's a sweatshirt. It was not cheap, but it literally took 2.5 months to ship to me. But I bought some Insomniac merch because they were doing different sales during their live stream sets and stuff. So I definitely bought that. And have I bought any art? Oh, I think it's away. I bought the Seven Lions brand new pashmina that he came out with. You guys, it was very expensive, but it was beautiful. And I only have one other pashmina and it was worth every penny. It's beautiful in real life and it's so cozy and I'm very happy with that decision. Buying merch at festivals is a tradition. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the deals they've been doing have been good with Insomniac's like events. The blanket is so cozy. It's so nice. I don't know, what are big milestones in your lives? Like what's been going on for you guys? Has anything exciting happened? Because I know like it feels like 2020 is a waste of the year, but I've really been trying to have the attitude of like you can't just like waste a year of your life. Like things still have to happen. You still have to move on with life and still like make things happen for yourself and celebrate moments. Ada and I like had a quote I sent her. I forget what it was. It was something like just because someone else is feeling pain doesn't mean like you can't have a moment of joy or something like that. Like it's still okay to celebrate moments and be excited about things in your life. Even though like there's crazy shit going on, like you should still have those moments for yourself. So if anything happened exciting for you guys, let me know. I know Tammy, you said you're getting married next month, which is really exciting. You finished your first year of grad school. That is amazing. A lot of birthdays. 21st birthday coming up next month. That's awesome. How are you going to celebrate that? I'm curious. It's so tough. I have friends getting married. Like I have somebody giving birth next month. Like kids' birthdays. It's so hard like not to celebrate certain things, but my older brother is like trying to buy a house. He moved back from New Mexico. I don't know if I've like talked about that, but my older brother is in the Air Force and he was living in New Mexico for 3 years and he just moved back this June. So our family was very excited to have him home from the Air Force. So that was really exciting as well. Ooh, a PS4. That's awesome. Oh, get it, Kayla. Promoted. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like people get like trying to find jobs right now and things like that. Like I know it seems like it must be like a really difficult time to like switch jobs or anything like that, but I feel like it's still possible, especially like as people are adapting to environments where you can just work online easily. Like that's what my company is doing. We're not going back pretty much until it's like safe enough to return. Do I listen to hip hop? Not really. Amber, you started grad school and started learning how to shuffle. That's so dope. Is anyone learning how to DJ? I know Aid is. And Alice in Wonderland put out a video yesterday. I still have to watch it. I think she's doing a whole series where she's doing like basic production skills. So if anybody's wants to learn how to DJ, I would definitely check out her video. I'm just like curious about it because I love her. Wow, that's awesome, Brandon. You should try and get in with Bijou. He's doing those production classes like one-on-one with him. That'd be really cool. Who did I watch at the Tomorrowland Around the World? Ooh, that's a good question. Did you guys watch did anyone pay for the Tomorrowland set? My friend Vicky bought it and I went over to her apartment and she and I watched it together and it ended up being worth the money. I thought they did an incredible job with that. Obviously, Eric Prydz was amazing. Griffin was really good. Oliver Heldens was good. Who else did we watch? I honestly found myself, because it depended on who was on at the time. Oh, no, did I watch Vinny Vici? I kept going to the Cove stage. I kept going to the techno stage, and then I was at the trance stage for a little bit, and I was watching artists that I had never heard of, and that's what I really, really enjoyed about it. I felt like I just listened to these techno artists that I had never heard of and was fucking vibing out, and they were amazing. I watched Amelie Lenz. She was really, really good. So I don't know. And I feel that way about the live stream sets too. Like watching it back, there's so many incredible artists that I'm like discovering through their live stream sets. Yeah, who do you guys like? Martin Garrix. I did watch Martin Garrix. He was really good. Is anyone going to Tomorrowland next year? Does anyone have tickets? Tomorrowland around the world, does that count as me going to a rave? Honestly, the Tomorrowland experience was the first virtual event that I actually felt like, okay, this is a step up. I put Eric Prydz on my TV and streamed it. I had my headphones in and I was dancing around my living room, and it was the first time that I was like, okay, the production of it is really fucking cool. Oh, just getting into techno. Any recommendations? Ooh, I feel like the ladies are killing it. Amelie Lenz, and then I always butcher it. I don't know if it's Anna or Anna. That might be a New Jersey accent of saying it, Anna, but they're good. Carl Cox, Enrico San Giuliano, like anyone who's like Factory 93 stage at Insomniac, like definitely up your lane. Yeah, Io, obviously love him. There's definitely a lot more techno artists I need to get into though. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed the Tomorrowland podcast episode. I told Jose, who was on that with me, like, honestly, that was the best feedback I've gotten about any episode. Like, people really, really enjoyed the Tomorrowland episode, which I'm not surprised about because it's such a loyal fan base. But I don't know if it's because I never talk about Tomorrowland on my channel because I haven't gone, so I don't have the experience yet. So maybe it's because like it was the first real like content I did about Tomorrowland, but I had so many people being like, this is my favorite episode. And I told Jose that, but I picked him for a reason because he's so passionate about Tomorrowland and I've heard him talk about it in the past, and the way he's like spoken about his memories, I was like, you have to come on and talk about it because you just love it so much. So I feel like he did a very good job of sharing that. And also like we set it up to, I was like, I want this to be as informational as possible because even I like don't fully understand the whole ticketing options and the camping options. And so like I just literally couldn't hear enough about it because it's like such a fucking cool festival to me. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that as well. But I'm very curious because like depending on the state of festivals next year, like if it's easier, if international travel is allowed and those events are happening, I'm like maybe 2021 is the year that I send it to all the international festivals. So you guys will finally get some international content. But that's my game plan right now. I would really like to go to Tomorrowland next year. So we'll see. Yeah, I'd be very curious to see who would be on the lineup. I feel like it's irrelevant because you just know it's going to be amazing no matter what. Would you guys have any questions? I'm coming up almost on an hour here, so I just want to chat with you guys a little bit more. Do I listen to Carnage? Not really. He had that new song with the Martinez brothers and Elderbrook that was really good, but I'm just like not the biggest fan of Carnage. When's your next truth or drink? I have to ask Aid about that. We have so much fun doing those, but I don't know. I feel like I get to know her so well, but we gotta get more questions. Did you and Brian consider a destination wedding? We did. I don't know if we thought about it seriously, but we thought about another location in the United States. And, my dad would love nothing more for us to elope and have a small wedding. But we did consider doing a destination. And because we're both from New Jersey and all our friends and family are here, I was like, we'd just be able to it'd be so much easier to plan if we just did it in New Jersey. So I think that's the game plan right now. But Joe said, how do people even find out about all these virtual rave shows? I never hear anything about them, and I don't have any connections in the field to festivals. I follow all of the event producers on Instagram and Twitter. So I follow Insomniac events. I follow Made events, which is the one in New York. Who else? Tomorrowland. I follow all the festivals, and I follow a lot of specific artists on social media, and they'll usually share the flyer for it, or they'll announce hey, I'm playing this festival, and I find it out pretty much through there. So I would just try and follow some of those major people, and even record labels Anjuna Family, Anjuna Beats or Dirty Bird. That way when they're going to have events kind of coming up. Hi, Flawless Jax. Thank you for watching. Deborah, the home search is going really well. That was my first announcement in the video, but we found a house. We're closing on it in 2 weeks, which is very exciting. So home vlogs will be coming. I do listen to Z100. I love Z100. I listen to Elvis Duran in the morning. I've listened to that for years. Am I going to get a pet after we settle in? We've talked about a dog so many times. We know what kind of dog we'd want and all of that. I'm actually the one that's the naysayer to that, because I just know how much of a responsibility it is. And especially when I start to travel again and I'm not going to be home as much. I love animals so much, but I'm not ready for that commitment yet. Yeah, Aid, we do need more juicy questions. That was the problem with last time. We were running out of things to ask. Catherine, yes. She said, any plans for another Rave Culture Cast Zoom call? So yes, we had our first one that went so well, and I definitely want to do another one. I wanted to do it this month, but with everything happening with the house, I didn't want to stress myself out with too many plans. So it's most likely going to be in September after I move, just so that that's all out of the way and stuff. But yes, I 100% want to do another family Zoom call. It was so much fun to do the first one. I think the 7 Lions stream is Saturday night. I'm pretty sure. Thank you, guys. I know, it's so tough. We'll have to figure out what we're going to get. Yeah, it was such a good call because it was really cool to meet everybody face to face. I obviously love doing this and chatting with you in real time, but for the Zoom call we did with Rave Culture Cast, I think there might have been 20 of us on it, or maybe 25. It was a small group, and we just all got to introduce ourselves, and I got to meet you guys, and I put so many faces to names that I see all the time. And we just, chat about the community and stuff like that. It's really nice to talk to people who have similar interests to you. So I definitely want to do that again for sure. But yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you all so much again for hanging out with me for this hour and everything like that. Again, there's been so much going on, and I've been waiting to tell everybody, and I just wanted to wait till the right time and get excited for the merch line. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for my clothing items to come in. Like, I was already trying this on, but this is Brian's size, so I can't wait till the other stuff comes in, and I'll take pictures and I'll show you guys. And again, definitely join the Facebook group because they'll get like the first announcements and all that fun stuff. But I'm hoping for a September launch. So definitely stay tuned, you guys. Thank you. It's gonna be a busy content weekend this weekend. I didn't have power last weekend, so this weekend I got a shit ton of stuff to film and TikToks to create. I've been slacking, so thank you guys. What's the rave culture schedule look like? This next week's episode is the craziest festival stories, which I just recorded today, and that came out so funny. Like, I love when you guys write in funny stories, so that's going to be a good one. And then I have a whole bunch of interviews scheduled after that, so it's going to be good. Definitely going to be a good month, you guys. Like, let's make the second half of the year incredible. I hope you have some exciting things to look forward to this weekend. Definitely watch the live streams. I will be watching the Seven Lions one at the Gorge for sure. And yeah, just stay tuned for upcoming announcements. And I have a fun video coming out tomorrow that's all about the best like EDM film and documentaries that you should watch. It's really good. I've put together a whole list of like my favorite EDM movies and documentaries that I would recommend you guys binge watching. So that's coming out tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye, guys. Stay safe. Have a good night, and I will see you guys in my next live. I will do another one soon. I know this one took way too long. Thank you, guys. Bye.